How Flint, Michigan's water crisis changed a generation and how you can avoid it. Cognitive issues, health complications, attention deficit disorder, and many more illnesses have plagued the city of Flint, Michigan, all because of one basic necessity: water. This tragedy has become a stark reminder of how critical water quality is to our health and well-being. The importance of clean water. Water is the lifeline of human health and survival, yet its quality is often overlooked by municipalities. This oversight puts the pressure on individuals to ensure that their water is safe. My name's John, and here at the Water e-Store, we've been in the water treatment industry for over 20 years. During this time, we've seen firsthand the profound impact that high-quality water can have on health, homes, and entire communities. Today, we want to explore Flint's water crisis, how it has shaped an entire generation, and what types of home water filtrations could fix dangerous water. How Flint became synonymous with water contamination. In 2014, the city of Flint, Michigan switched its water source from Detroit's system, which drew from Lake Huron, to the Flint River. This decision was made by state-appointed emergency managers, not elected officials, in an attempt to save about $5 million over 2 years. The Flint River had a long-standing reputation for poor quality, but its officials assured residences that the switch would be safe. What was the critical failure, you ask? The Flint River's water was highly corrosive, and the city's treatment plant neglected to add anti-corrosion chemicals, which was a cost-saving measure that ultimately backfired. The untreated water began eating away at the city's aging lead pipes, leaching toxic levels of lead into the drinking water. Despite obvious signs of contamination, including brown water, rashes, hair loss, and resident complaints, state and local officials dismissed concerns, claiming the water met safety standards. Testing by independent researchers from Virginia Tech in 2015 revealed lead levels in Flint, Michigan's water that were dangerously high. Some homes had water with lead concentrations exceeding hazardous waste levels. Even after these findings, state officials downplayed the risks. It wasn't until national media attention and public outcry grew that action was finally taken. What makes this tragedy so shocking is how preventable it really was. Anti-corrosion treatment would have cost the city just $100 a day, which is a small investment that could have spared thousands of residents from lead poisoning. Had officials listened to residents or acted on early warning signs, this crisis could have been mitigated. Instead, government negligence allowed for the crisis to fester, impacting thousands with lifelong health complications. The Flint water crisis is a sobering reminder of what happens when cost-cutting is prioritized over basic human needs. The long-term effects on Flint's residents. The ramifications of Flint's water crisis extend far beyond the immediate health risks. The city's residents now face irreversible consequences to their health, education, and economic stability. Health impacts. Thousands of children have been diagnosed with irreversible brain damage due to lead exposure. This includes lower IQs, learning disabilities, and behavioral issues that will affect their ability to thrive in school and the workforce. Widespread illnesses. The contaminated water triggered an outbreak of Legionnaire's disease, causing further fatalities. Long-term health issues like skin rashes, hair loss, and weakened immune systems continued to plague the residents. Economic fallout. The crisis has tarnished Flint's reputation, making it a symbol of government failure. Negative media attention has hampered economic growth, and rebuilding trust with the community remains an uphill battle. The long-term effects on Flint's generation are staggering, serving as a grim example of how vital water quality is to a community's future. What Flint is doing to fix its water system. Since the crisis, Flint has made efforts to address its water system failures. Lead pipe replacement. The city's been actively inspecting and replacing lead pipes, supported by $146 million in funding. Improved water source. Flint has reverted back to using Lake Huron as its water source and entered into a 30-year agreement with the Great Lakes Water Authority to ensure reliable and safe water. Increased monitoring. Regular testing and enhanced treatment protocols aim to prevent future contamination. While these efforts represent progress, the road to recovery is long, and many residents remain skeptical about the water's safety. What you can do to protect your water. So how can you ensure that your water quality remains safe? Here are 3 practical steps. First, test your water. Regularly test your water for contaminants like lead, chlorine, and bacteria. Home testing kits are widely available and easy to use. You can get them at Amazon or even your local hardware store. Here at the Water e-Store, we do water testing for free. So if you'd like to take advantage of that, I'll leave a link in the description below. The second thing you can do is you can invest in filtration. Consider installing a water filtration system tailored to your needs. The first recommendation I'd personally make to anyone anyone with lead in their water is to get a whole house carbon filter. Something like this. Not only will it remove the lead, it'll also remove organic compounds and chlorine, and it'll greatly improve the taste and smell of your water. I'd also consider getting a reverse osmosis system for my drinking water. Running all of your water through a carbon filter is a great start, but ultimately if you want to make sure your water is completely contaminant free, I'd highly suggest a reverse osmosis system. Personally, I'd have absolutely no qualms about drinking Flint, Michigan's water once it had run through a reverse osmosis system. If you're interested in learning more about the right water filtration system for your home, please contact us at the Water eStore. We have water professionals on hand that can help you pick the right system for you and your family. Number 3, you can stay informed. Keep an eye on your municipality's water quality reports and advocate for infrastructure improvements if needed. Clean water is not a luxury, it's a necessity. By taking these steps, you can avoid the devastating consequences that Flint's residents continue to endure. If you're unsure about your home's water quality, watch my video on the 7 signs you need a water filtration system. Don't wait for the crisis. Take action today to ensure your family's health and safety. That video will be right here. Thank you.